About the next, cause it's your boy Chris with the next X. All right, so like I said, I'll be working soon, so my time will be limited as it is already. I have things to take care of because I'm an adult. You know, that bill life, money, 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 and this probably be like a part two to this video, but I didn't want to feel like forget. I didn't want to like forget because I have like a lot of thoughts, and I've been like trying to come up with like solutions and trying to like do my homework for this topic. So, topic is do you think Hollywood is trying to feminize black men? All right, so as Chris with the next, I feel like I have to speak on it because obviously you see my videos. First of all, not from the LGBT community, nor am I transgender, so you might have to ask somebody who maybe. But Chris with the next is fun, spiritual. Do not take no for an answer. Get out there, do what you want to do, wear what you want to wear. And I feel like as black people, we stereotype ourselves. What I do is nothing new. Like I said, David Bowie, Prince, a lot of Michael Jackson, a lot of celebrities were like my, inspiration. And I guess speaking for myself only, I do what I like to do. I'm grown. I make my own money. I do what I do for fun. You like with these videos, these are for fun and to help people, to educate people. No, I don't feel like Hollywood is trying to feminize black men. I do, I do feel like they try to de-threatenize black men, maybe use some type of femininity. And my thing is, if your skin is black, you always gonna be a threat, no matter how much preppy clothes you wear. Abercrombie and Fitch, I never been in a gang. I never thugged. I never gang banged. But I wear fitted clothes. But I still get followed around and still get looked at as if I'm a thug. Because I think thug is a new word for nigger. So that's my take on from that point. I don't feel like there's a lot of diversity for black characters just in general in Hollywood. So I think a lot of people feel like it comes from that. Because especially like for like a gay character, because like back in the day, like in the '90s, if gay characters was always effeminate, no matter black, Mexican, white, they was always effeminate. But nowadays, more of the white characters are either play the straight acting or they play the effeminate ones, whereas the black ones or minorities still play the effeminate ones. Jamal from Empire, his character is the first black character that wasn't effeminized in a long time. The ooh child, the honey child, you better slay bitch. Them type of characters. He's not like that, and I think Lee Daniels did that. Just I guess to show diversity. So I'm guessing that's where that's coming from. As for you know, as for other sources, I don't feel like like with Jaden Smith. Again, that's Will and Jada's kids. They want to be different. They want to be out there. They can do that. Uh, if it's not you, it's not you. That's my thing. As black people, as black men, we don't need to be in one category, and that's kind of getting tiring. That's why Chris with the next had to develop. This is like my alter ego. I don't look like this on a daily basis. Obviously, this is for videos, but still my image is out there, and a lot of people. I get a lot of flack from people who may not like what I do. And I feel like we stereotype our own selves. We do stereotype our own selves. Oh, well, what type of nigga do this? What type of nigga do that? I'm not a nigga. I am black, but I'm not a nigga. I have nigga moments, but I'm not a nigga, right? Like, you stereotype your own self. You put yourself in that category. I don't feel like the white man is always doing something. Sometimes it's just black people doing it to other black people. What else? What else? What else? 'Cause I had a train of thought or I had a rant. So to give you a little history on, clothes fashion, like in the Egyptian era, because this world is old as dust, dirt, land before time. We shared the same earth as Gandhi, Elvis Presley, Cleopatra. We shared the earth, same earth as everybody else. This earth is nothing new. This is not a new world. Every day is a new day, but this world is old, older than any of us. So, to give you a little history on, like with cosmetics, in Egypt, in Egypt, no matter whether he was a man, woman, girl, boy, old, like I was saying, like in Egypt, everyone wore eyeliner. Men, women, like I said, boy, girls, no matter what gender you were, you wore it. Because that was just the fashion. And of course, some of them died from it because it had lead in it. So, but yeah, that was the fashion. Same with the Renaissance era. Men and women, mostly men, wore wigs. And the men wore powder and found powder and blush. And like frilly, clothes, like how like Prince wear with the ruffles and all that. That came from the Renaissance era. Both men and women did it. I don't think fashion actually became exclusive for women until the 1920s. And even then, because women was not supposed to wear pants. They was just supposed to wear skirts. But we know that pants help women get from mobile to mobile. They can't wear skirts all everywhere, like to go hiking or exercise. You know, because y'all probably didn't even know that the first pair of high heels were created for meat butchers. Men meat butchers so that they could walk over the blood of animals when they killed them. So like the heels you see like Lady Gaga wear, I think the heelless heels that was inspired by like the meat butchers, like in the 1800s, or that was to walk over the blood so they wouldn't get blood on their feet from like killing these animals. You know, and then in the disco era, you had the platform shoes, um, platform heels like what the strippers wear. They wore those in the 70s. Just a slight moderation, but they wore those in the 70s. Men, women. Uh, then you have some celebrities like Snoop Dogg, how he pulled off the Shirley Temple curls, and then he had like two those balls at the end of his hair when he did the drop it like it's hot. The click clacks with the black girls would wear. So some people can pull off stuff, some people can't. It's just a preference. Who can do what they want to do. Contact lenses, all of that. Kanye West pulled off his. He wanted to do what he wanted to do. That's his money. Black people, specifically black people, you just need to stop it all that. Oh, that's gay, or you need not look like that. Just stop with it. Again, some people, we all different. Black people come in 40 different shades, and a lot of us have different mindsets. It is nothing new. Some comedians like Dave Chappelle, he didn't want to wear a dress to be funny, and I respect that. And I probably wouldn't either. And then you have people like Martin Lawrence who did Big Mama's House, and then you have Tyler Perry who did Medea, who is funny. Who brings us laughter. So it's just a matter of preference. I don't think that Hollywood is trying to do anything. It's just a lack of roles for black characters. Just like it's a limited amount of black models and a limited amount of just blackness everywhere in Hollywood. Period. That's where it stems from. Now you may not agree with what I have to say. Who cares? I'm just speaking the truth. Like I said, I might do a part two, might do a follow up to this video. But I just had to get like the word out before I feel like forget. I think as black people, we're more harsher on ourselves, and you only do what you want to do. Because a lot of people that talk, especially a lot of dudes who talk about you, most of them be on DL, down low. Because a lot of the niggas that I went to school with, yes, niggas, are on the DL. But you just think that no one knows. Like Lucia said, once you like in the industry or once you around some people, your secret don't really become a secret as long. Especially if you just trying, especially if you being malicious with it, you know. And those ones that's on the DL, they don't look anything like what I do. Like I said, you have wolf dressed in sheep clothing, and that just goes in life for anything. A lot of wolf dressed in sheep clothing. You got to be careful with that. That's my opinion on that. Anything else? Like I said, I probably do a part two to it. I don't. I'm just thinking of stuff off the top of my head right now. Yeah, like nothing can really make you do anything unless it's for money. Because a lot of people try to put money into the equation, like most of these DL dudes, but they not getting paid from it. Like if you go to, especially like if you go to jail, and if you come out of jail and you're not afraid to go back in, that's saying a lot. Because what's in jail, they only feed you 3 times a day, and it ain't that good food. It's spam and all of that. You going back in for something. Are you going back in for Big Larry? Because you can't live without him. You can't live if living was without him. you know. So, like I said, if you're gonna throw stones, make sure your hands is clean. Can't throw stones living in a glass house. Like Aretha Franklin said, you can lie to a child with a smiling face. Tell me that color ain't about a race. You can break my bones. You cast the first stone. You can break my bones, but you're never gonna break my faith. And that's what Chris with the Next is all about. Not breaking my faith. Alright, comments, questions, concerns, to leave them in the comment section below. Any questions? Uh, Want me to talk about something different? Well, leave it in the comment section below. If you troll, if you just hating, join the block party because I'm not putting up with stupid ass comments. Life is not even about life being too short. It's just that I'm not for negativity. Because if I can X somebody, if I could stop talking to somebody that I've known for like 5 years, family included, then somebody on the internet has no power, especially if you have a faceless profile or somebody using somebody else's picture. That's just food for thought. Anyways, this has been your boy Chris with the Next. Until next time, peace.